So emojis, they are letters, characters, using what? UTF minus 8, what? Unicode character set, right? So these are them. So this one, you see that I can copy them.
Mm.
If I highlight it, I can just right click and copy them. Yes. So they are emojis, right? They covers almost all of the other characters and symbols in the world. I understand.
Yeah.
So for example, this one, I can just copy it, right
Mm.
click, copy, go to my here and say maybe, all right, H2 and say emoji, say emoji. Then below it, I can just paste the emoji here, right?
Yeah.
So you see that the emojis is there, right? Or whatever I want, even inside, I can paste the emoji inside.
Mm.
You can just copy it anywhere from the browser, wherever you see some, you can just copy them and then you come and paste it wherever you want to paste it. Understand? So sometimes you can, if you have a footer like this, at the end of your footer, you can just bring it, maybe just add paragraph and say design, maybe design by, then write your name, maybe, sorry, yeah. And then you go here and pick maybe this one, and then come here and just paste it here.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that's how we add emoji. And then you can also use the code. Sometimes you can use the code, or this code, let me see. Can just use the code, right? Let me see.
Mm.
So code like this, you can just put it there. You see that it's turned into like this. So sometimes you see like this kind of code is because it is using what? This UTF. So
Mm.
immediately put it there, it recognizes it as this character. So it display like this. You understand?
Yeah.
Mhm. So that is how we add those what emojis. And then here you can come here and you can get a lot of them here. Or you can go online and you can get somewhere like you can just write 3 emoji, right? You have different links. You have what get emoji, emoji icon, simple emoji. So you can click one of them. And then when it opens, so now you have a lot of emojis here. You understand? What you just need to copy and paste. You understand? So you come down, you see there are a lot of them here, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of them here. So if you don't see one, you can just come here and here a search and then just write whatever you want. Like maybe I want to have what? Heart. I can just write hearts and then click send search. Then it will give to me this is on proceed heart. Different type. See your room, right? So I can just click on it. And then this one is a copy. Then I can copy, go to my website, here and say and paste it there. You see it is here. So can just maybe like H1 and then paste it inside. You see it is bigger. I understand. And if I want to also what, make it very big, I can just add a class and say like maybe emoji and then come here, add my what, my style here, internal style, and then just see I'm targeting emoji and then say font size. Then I can increase it to even maybe 50 pixels. You see it is bigger. Right? So it depends on whichever emoji that you want to use. There are a lot of them different. Office. If you can just copy this one like this. Oh, this is Office, right? Click on it. It goes, this is Office, right? Copy Office. You see here, they be giving some of the example like this, right? So you see that here because you want to use a code. But if you copy this way, you can go into your browser, you just paste it there, right? So you see you have this display here, right? Mhm. So it's the same thing. So here they use what? Inline CSS. They use the code. Yes. So that's simply way of adding what an emoji. So if you don't want to use those kind of images, because this one, the reason why this one is better or is good is that it's it's not heavy. You understand? It makes your website move very fast because these are not images, they are just tests. You understand?
Yeah.
Mhm. So you see a lot of websites, they don't even use the normal image. You see them, they'll be using emojis. Why? Because using emojis make your website very fast because they are light. They are just like tests. The way we write these tests like here, they are just like the same thing. So that is the importance of what? Using what? Emojis. You see there are a lot of them. A lot of them. Okay, then we look at SVGs. SVGs are also like the same, what similar way to what an image, but they are what scalable vector graphics.
Mm.
Scalable vector graphics. Understand? They are also like images, but they are very lighter, and you can scale them and also what edit them. You understand? Mm-hmm. You can directly embed it in your HTML pages, and they are scalable. They do not lose any quality if they are zoom or what resize. You understand? So for instance, this you see, if I zoom it, you see that it's still clear, right?
Yeah.
So that is the difference. So that is mostly the difference between SVG and what a normal image. So it is showing here. Then if I want to change it, I can just right click and then convert this to different image. Where is my converter? Okay. I'll convert it to PNG, right? And then I'll convert this to PNG. So I have two images. You see, this is what is PNG, and this is what SVG, right? So this
Yeah.
one, no matter how I make it bigger, it will still maintain what how it looks.
The
So for
same.
instance, if I go to if I'm here and I say let me put this image inside here, you see that it is still nice.
Mm.
You understand? But let me try the other one. You see, if I take the other one, this PNG, and put it here, you see how this one is. So
Mm.
let's look at the difference. If I try to zoom this, look at when I zoom it more, you see that it is becoming blur. You see here.
Yeah.
But when I open the other one like this, look at the other one. No matter how I increase it, you see it is sharper.
Yeah. The same.
So you see this one is blur and this one is still maintain its shape. So normally in terms of graphic design, this is normally what we design in.
Mm.
Understand? Because it's scalable. You can zoom it no matter how, it will still maintain its shape and texture. Understand? But this one, it's what? It's losing its quality unless I start to reduce it. Understand? And sometimes SVG, normally you see the background. There's no background. I can see that it is doesn't have most of the background hours are not there, especially when you see here. You see it is like this. But here there is white background. Mhm. So since we are doing normal or random final review of random lesson, this thing is also good for me to show you. For instance, you have an image like this, right? And
Mm.
then you are designing a website. But when you are designing a website, let me just show you this one. For instance, let's put this one here for you to see it clearly. So for instance, you have a website like this. You are here and you want to add an image, maybe your image, right? And you
Mm.
said you added what? H2 and you said profile image. Maybe this is your profile image, right? And then below it, you want to add an image and you add IMG. So when you added an IMG, and then, okay, let me bring these two images. This, I'll copy both of them. Hmm? Hello?
Hello, yeah,
Okay, so when I copy these two images, I'll put them here. So now I have, you see SVG and then PNG, right?
yeah.
So I have SVG, this one, and then SVG, this one. So you see the difference, right?
Mm.
Let me open this one.
I didn't know the
This is,
same.
they are not, they are the
Just
same. I'm just
the
talking about,
black, I think,
look at
background.
this one and look at this one, right?
I
So
think it's just the
SVG,
background difference, no?
yeah, they are the same. I'm not saying that they are not the same, but I'm talking about the quality
Okay.
and the size. Look at here. Look at this one. Look at the size.
Mm.
5, right?
Yeah.
Let's look at this one. How many? 45.
Mm.
So you see the difference.
Yeah.
So in my website, if I use this one, don't you think this one will make my website faster than this one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this one is heavy, but
Mm.
this one is very light, 5. But this one is up to 45.
Yeah.
So that's the importance of these things. SVG, because SVG stand for the scalable vector graphics.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
Mhm. So that is why they are used. And also, for instance, if I have these two images like this one, let me just change the name so that it's yeah, I think the SVG and this thing will even tell you about the names. So you understand. So here, let me just write the name and say SVG, then I'll choose the PNG one. You see the PNG one, how it is. Let me
Mm.
add there the width. Maybe I'll use 100 pixels. Maybe 200 pieces. You see how this one is, right?
Yeah.
So let me just copy, right? Okay. Okay, no problem. Let me just see, I'm going to use the what? The IMG for the other one and say SVG and choose this SVG. And also, I'll give it a weight of what? A weight of 200 pixels. You see, they are looking at, they are the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And now, if I change the background, let's say I'm going to change the background. Let's see background color and I'll add what? Blue. Do you see the difference now?
Mm.
You see now I added a background, but this has a white background around it,
Yeah.
right? This one doesn't have. So in if I want to use a profile picture of mine, definitely I would prefer this one,
Yeah.
right? I'll prefer this one because this one is what? It doesn't have a background. For
Mm.
instance, this happens when you have a logo.
Mm.
When you don't want white background in your logo, you want to put it here. Definitely, you want to use this one here,
Yeah.
right? So that's the importance of SVG. Is very light. You understand? And then the last one is here too. These two, for instance, you want if you don't want to use the SVG and you said you prefer even this PNG and you want to remove the background, you can also do that. How? There is an online tool that you can use. Understand? You can just come and say BG remover, right? Or BG remove. Or you can just go to google.com and search for BG remove, right? Meaning background remove.
Mm.
So this one, remove.bg. This is the background remove. When you click on it, it takes you to this website,
Mm.
right? So this is where you can remove the background of your image for free, right? Even if you look at one of my video tutorials, I think I've made one of the how to remove a background of an image. I think so. Let me check, right? So if you come here and then you go to my playlist, I think I have it somewhere. Let me check all the videos. Then when you go down here, you see, I think it is somewhere here. You see here, right? How to remove an image background,
Mm.
right?
Background for free
And
without
then
installing any software.
this
Click on the
is, you
first.
go here, you click, you remove the background, and then you put your image, then it will remove the background for you. So you can go and watch the video. So I'm just trying to show you. For instance, we click here to upload the video, right? This image. So this is the image, right? This is PNG, right? And I click open, then it will remove the white background for me. You see, it is just remove it.
Mm.
Understand? Then you just click here and download it. You click here and then download it here. Then we can save it, right? Now, if you want to look at it and go to our picture, right? So you see that now it has removed the white background from this and to this.
Mm.
So now if you go to our website, if I put it inside our website now, just like this, then I come here and say, I have another image, which I have SPG, this. You see now this one, this is here, right?
Mm.
Then I can reduce the weight to what? To 200 pixels. You understand? So you see how it does it, right? So
Mm.
this is just remove the background, and then it is like this now. But you see how the SVG look nice.
Yeah, it look nicer.
Mm-hmm. But even if you want to be like this, you can go there and add those white background here inside where you did this is where you did it, right? So you can just in the same place, you can edit it here. And
Mm.
you can edit it here. Then click adjust design, which but this one now they have connected their stem to what? To Canva. Canva is
Mm.
another what? Another graphic design tools. At first, you can do everything here, but now I think they have connected this one to Canva.
Mm.
You understand? So here you see erase and restore. Yeah? So this one, it has erased the background for you. So when you want to restore something, you can just see restore, and then you come closer here inside this place, and then you make sure you drag it, and then you add those background. But doing it, if you are not careful, it's not going to be straightforward. Understand?
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're not careful, it's not going to look nicer, right? So you see the white now is there,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
I can just change the background too. You see here, you can change the background to any background that you want. You click and it is added. You see, you can change the background to any background that you want. Right? You can go here and click on photo, and then you can add any background color that you want here. You can add any background color. Or you can choose from this. You will see the images at the background, right?
Yeah.
So this is another way of. So here you can do all this. If it is color that you want, you can use the background color. So any color that you think that, oh, maybe your website has a color that you prefer. So you can just come and then choose it. If you finish, then you click here and download. Just click here and download it. So this is another
Mm.
website that will help you to remove a background image. It is very easy, even if you don't have any skills on maybe removing any background. You can just use your picture or any profile picture else somewhere. Can just get any profile picture. Let's say I've got a picture that I think that, oh, that's for this picture. I want to remove the background, right? You can just what? Right click, copy it,
Mm.
just click copy. You come here, just stand here and what? Paste it. Control V to just paste it. Very simple, right? And just leave it. It will just remove the background for you. See, it is analyzing, just analyzing. And after it analyze, then it will remove the background for you. But sometimes it's not something difficult. You just need to, because it's like an AI tool which look at your picture and just look at the image of the picture and then try to cut all the space that it doesn't need. I understand. Sometimes it takes long, sometimes it just do it immediately. Let's see. Yes. I don't know why it is keeping longer. But you see that it is remove the background, right? So now I can just
Yeah.
right click, copy the image, go to my website and just paste it here. You see now it is clear.
Mm.
So if I want to use these things in my project, come here, add the image, and then just say the name of the image, and just choose my image. You see it is here. I just change the width, maybe also 200 pixels. You see, I have this image. Very nice. You understand? So this is also another way of what? Getting image. Remove the background. Okay, let's move forward. And then which one else? We've done with this emojis and then the SVGs, yeah. So the SVGs too, you can get them somewhere else. SVGs, there are a lot of them elsewhere. You see here they wrote SVGs, and sometimes the good about these SVGs are because it is scalable. You understand? So for instance, you see some right SVG as an element, and it has what? 400 width, height is 120, and all this written or all this what text that you see, they are it used to describe the SVG. If I click here to open, you see that this one is the SVG. Understand? They are very light. So sometimes you see them. So when you see SVG like this, they are there. You see it is like SVG star. Understand? So this one they use that SVG to create all these things. So it's like you are creating an image. You understand? You are creating this image. For instance, this one here, I can change some things in here, right? Because here is what red, right? So I can just clear this and say I want green and run it. You see the border is green now. The stroke width is 6. I can change it to what? 10. Run it. It is to what? 10 now. You understand? The fill color is blue. Fill color is color that is filled in. I can change the color and say that I want red. Run it. I have red color. Right? So the SVG is very good. It's just like a test. You understand? It's just like a test, but you can edit them. Like when you are designing and you want to share your social media, you can just get all of these. You see brand icons. Click there. You see there are a lot of them. And so you have a different format. You can get it as PNG, SVG, iOS, or Android formats. Understand? So now here, for instance, if we are designing our website, let me clear the back. No, let me leave the background. If we are designing a website like this, and inside my footer, let me remove the background. I can just leave it as a bit lighter. So for instance, if we are designing a website and then we reach this designed by Suraya, and then you want to add maybe something below it to show that, oh, this is your social media handles. Social handles. You can just write social handles, and then below it, you can just add them. Right? Maybe I can just use P as paragraph, and then when I come here, I want to add social media. Or maybe I can just come here and write what, since this one is this, and I can use span, right? And span, I can add what? I can add Facebook, right? And then I can add another span in the Facebook. Then I come here and say, click on this to copy. So here I can copy this, but how? Through SVG. You understand? Or I can use the code. You see the code. iClass brand Facebook, right?
Yeah.
I can copy this, go to my website, just paste it there. But sometimes if you paste it like this, it wouldn't work just like that because you need to get what? Connect this to this website. But normally I will show you where it's better to use this kind of stuff. So normally you see some iClass, this kind of things, and then you wondering why is it there. But I will just show you in a short time. So now what we need to do, we are talking about SVG. So you can just click SVG. And when you click SVG, it what? Download the SVG format for you. Right? And you can save it. Now you have it as an SVG, which is very lighter, right? Which is very light. Or if you think that you want a different type, you can just what? Edit it here and change the color before you download it so that you don't need to change the color in your design. You understand? Because SVG, they are of two types. You can download it as an image or you can take it as a code. So here, where I was showing you here, it is we are taking this SVG as a code. You understand? So here, if I come here and say I want an SVG as a code, let me see if I can get one somewhere here. I think there are another place that we can get that. So this one is normally the SVG as a code, but I would just want to show you if you go to Google what icons, Google icons, you see, we can just click on this. So you see that we have a lot of them here, right? It will just show in a moment. You see them here, right? You see a
Yeah.
lot of them here. Yeah, here you can get some of them here. The social media icons, and then you can search social media icons. Go on and search for this Facebook. Click on it. So the beauty of here is that look at here. You see the color is what? It's blue, right? So you can edit it, change the color before you download it, right? And even here they give you a lot of options.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of people designing all this. This is just an image or SVG that they just copy and they put it there. So here, if I want, I can just change the color. See, oh, I want different color. Maybe this, maybe that. So, or I want it to look the same as my website. Then you go and look at the hex code, the hex code color. Then you put it there, you come and paste it there. Assuming you go outside and you get a color, maybe hex code, hex color. You can get different color here. You can pick a color. There are different color. Understand? You can just navigate and say, oh, maybe this color is nice. So they give you this hex code. You can copy this hex code, go here, and then paste it here. Right? And after you paste it, you see that you're using the same color as you is here. You understand? Then you can just finish it and just either download it. When you click, you download. So you see that we have PNG. We can download it as SVG or PDF. You understand? Or SVG embed, right? So this SVG embed is similar to like you are writing your code. You see the code here. You see the code here, SVG. So I can copy this code. So look at, when I go to my website, I want to paste it here. I'll paste it here. So you see that all this long code represent this Facebook. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
So sometimes you go to a website and you see all these things and you wonder, where did this coming from? You asking, but this long SVG, it start from here. You see SVG. This long SVG, why it has all this long code? Meanwhile, it is representing only one of these. You understand? So if you want to change a lot of things, you see here, as I will show you from here, SVG is there, it has weight, it has height. So we are in a better position to edit this as we want. So SVG gives you an opportunity to edit it very well as you want. For example, this SVG. Now you see we have fill here, we have another fill here, right? So this white color represents the white on this F, right? And
Yeah.
this color also represents the border, the background, right? So you can go along and look at all those that is there. You can change all of them. You see that you can change this. You can change that. You see this is 48 by 48. So if I want to increase it, I can just say I want it to be 100 by 100. Let's say 100 by 100. You see it is bigger now, right? Then I can come and what and say I want to get what? There's font weight, which are none. So these are not working. You can just delete them. But then which one is better or which one is we need? The color, fill color. Then I can come and change the color here. Maybe if I don't want this color of, I want maybe a black color, I can just come and say, I want black color. And I say 000. Right? You
Yeah.
see that I can control my color within my code. If I don't want this white color, I can just change it and say I want blue color. See, it is blue, right?
Yeah.
And this even if it's even better when you want to hover on it, right? When you hover on it, you want the color to change. So you can also add all those inside of our CSS. Mhm. So this is how SVG works. So when you see a long code like this, starting with SVG as an element, and then it ends here, all what is inside them are representing the image. So don't let it frighten you when you see something like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So what next? Okay, let's look at the CSS because I don't think we have anything again from this website. I think the best way, let's look at um, you see this ellipse, also the same thing. I mean, we can just change the image to look like this. You see how it is now as an ellipse. So they wrote what ellipse as this. Understand? So let's go through the CSS because for the HTML I think it's okay. And let me go through the CSS. Look at all this. These are background, borders, margin, height, box, font, table, display, position, all of this. So this is what I wanted to talk about, the Z index. I think I've showed you before, right?
Yeah.
Z
You
index.
should.
Z index. It's just to let an
Repeat.
image
Repeat.
come be on top of one another.
Yeah.
So if you have two image, which all of them, one is in, for instance, let me just show you here. I think it's better. Let me remove this SVG and then I'll try to show you here. So for instance, here, let's say we have two image in a div. But assuming that maybe the black one was, if it was an image that I want it to come on top, what should I do? It is where I'm going to use the Z index, this Z index, up to like 100. You understand? So positive numbers is the one who comes in front, and negative numbers are those who go what? At the back. You understand?
Yeah.
So here, if I want this image to be at the back of what? The black, and I come here and say Z index, and now if I set it to 1, this is at the front now,
Mm.
right? But if I want it to go back, then I say -1. You understand? Right?
It disappear.
No, now it's behind the black one.
Yeah. Okay.
I understand because it's what index what in because now index means like put this in front or put this at the back. But always when I want something to be hidden, I just target that the one that I want to be hidden and I give it minus. You understand? Then that one will be hidden, just hidden. It is there, but it is at the what behind it. So what happened? You see that it is hidden out up.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I made it -1. But if I want it to come down, I'll just make it 1. You see that it is now what? Here. So it may come a time that maybe you want to have some design like this. Maybe you want this to come on top like this, and maybe you want the half of it to cut outside of this. You can just use this kind of skills to make this like part of it to be hidden. Understand? To be something like this. So that's the importance of this one. This Z index. So Z index is the head. For instance, normally we use it in heading when we have a header. Like when you have a header, like let me try to show you how it looks like. If you have a header, when you have a header like this, when you have a header like this, for instance, we have a nav, we can have a header, and then inside the header we have our logo. So we can see image or just write a text and use each one as our logo and say logo, right? Then we have menu. So normally we say nav, and inside this we can have so many link, maybe understand. Then we can add maybe home. Just add home. Understand. So you can have something like this or like this, and then is outside you can have a button, and we say maybe donate here or just donate. And then if I click, if I'm in my VS Code and I put my hand on control period, no, Windows period, Windows key and click on period, you see I'll have those emojis. You understand? I'll have those emojis, so I can select one of them. This from the Windows. Can just click and add it there. You see it is here, right? So now I have three elements inside the header, right? So you can use this header and create a simple header, right? Okay, so I can just put them inside my style and just say header, and then what do you have? Display flex, right? And then you see it is displaying flex horizontally, right? Justify content. Where do I want? Space Space between, right? You see there are space between, there are space, right? You see them, there are space now, right?
Yeah.
And then align items, center. You see that they are also arranged in the center, right? You see, it is easier. Then what do I need? I can just add the margin, right? And I can just say, I can just add margin or padding. Padding is better. I can just say padding. And I ask myself, top and down, I don't need any margin, but left and right, I'll add margin maybe, 5%. Right? So you see now how nice it's looking. So I can target the A. Now it is easier for me. I can just target this A because they are all the same. So I can just say now and go for A. Right? So inside them, I can remove what? Get the space between them, which is padding. Right? So I can add padding. I'm going to add maybe 15 pixels. Right? Then text decoration, as you know, none. It is removed. Right? So I have something like this. Then I'll just change the name home, about, maybe services, and then I'll just say contact. So I have simple way of designing, which is very easy. You see, it is simple. Right? Then I'll target only my button. Just come and see what button, and then add what padding, top and down maybe 10 pixels, left and right maybe 15 pixels. Then I'll add one border radius to make it round, right? Border radius maybe 10 pixels. And then I'll remove the border itself. Say border and then say none. Right? Do I need any background color? Maybe I'll say if yes, I can add the background color. Maybe this color. Right? And then the text maybe should be, maybe it's okay, or maybe text is okay. Right? Then you see I have achieved this. So then there is this one we say cursor. Cursor is a pointer. Note this one, cursor pointer. And what is the importance of it? When you add cursor pointer, it makes your button look like link, like it is clickable. You understand? You know, when the cursor was not there, if I remove it, I'll go there, you see that it is not like clickable. But if I add that, it look like a link.
Mm.
Understand? So it will like similar like this, which is what. So that is why we got cursor, which is going to pointer. But if I have something like this, then I will target the header itself. And if I want to change the background color to look nicer, then I'll change and say, maybe I want black background color like this. Then if that is the case, then it's up to me then to change the color of these links, right? So I can just come here and say color, give it as white, right? And then come on the logo, which is H1. I can come here and say our logo was H1 and change the color of also to be white, right? You see that we are achieving the nice what design, right?
Yeah.
So you see I've achieved nice design. Then I can come here and add hover effect. We did it. We come here and say button pseudo class hover, right? Now actually I want when I hover on this, the background color should change. So I can just copy this, come here, paste it, but change the background color and change it to different. Right? Maybe if I want it to be this color, I can just do that. So when I come and hover on it, you see the background changes. Or maybe I can even make it white like this. You see it's changing, right?
Yeah.
So that is how it is. Maybe I'll just change that, make it just white, and then change the color to be, yeah, so it's okay. You see, let's hover and turn to white. So you see that we have achieved something like this, which is easier. right? So here it is where you see that a lot of people add some shadow on it, which is what we normally do as box sizing. So which one is the header, which contain like this. So we can come here and say box shadow. And shadow, normally we can add what? 2 pixels from right and left, maybe 3 pixels. You see that we have a shadow which coming out, but maybe 1 pixel is okay. Then we can add the color, maybe, or the alpha 0.5, right? And then we can add maybe color to be maybe blue. You see there's a blue shadow there. Understand? But sometimes a lot of people just use background color, like white something or like, so you see those what? Those shadow. Understand? But even if you don't know, maybe you don't really know exactly the best color to use, there is also this that you can use. You can just clear this out, go to website and say you want to add background gradients. Like just gradients. Gradient what? Generator. There are a lot of them. Sometimes I think I use this CSS gradient. You see, CSS gradient. I'm coming, not there. This is a gradient I'm talking about there. Box shadow. Box what shadow generator. So I think it is which one we'll use. There are a lot of them. You can just get, I think it's this one. It's not this one. Let me check this one and see. Yeah, I think it's this one. You see, they've given you an example. You see how it looks, right? So you can come here and look at a lot of them. You see, oh, maybe you want this, you want that. Depending on whichever you want, you can just choose it and then copy this thing and then paste it. But box shadow. You see. So if this one looks good for you, you can come and copy it, copy the color here, and go to your website and just paste it there. Just write box shadow and then paste the value there. You see how it looks now, right?
Yeah.
You see how it looks now. So you can decide to change the color. You just look the way you want it. Maybe if you want to have some light, something like this, about the shadow in the sun. So making header is very easy for you. So, so let's look at the other ones. The index is gone. Overflow is already you know it. Float and align combination, that is pseudo class. Forms. Important too. You know important, right? You know this is important.
What's that? I don't know.
Okay, so this important is a rules to give a value of a specific property and a priority, right? For instance, if I have in CSS, if for instance, what do I have here? Normally here is header, right? So here, if I come here and try to write, so this is a header, and I give a background, let me see, background color black, right? So if I come here and say background header, again, I'm repeating the same this header and say I'm giving background color, then I'll say I want this hour. You see that this one, the first one was black, right? But I wrote the same thing and I give it this color agua. So the way the code works is it moves downwards. So it look at the one which comes what? The next. For instance, this one is the first one, right? But when you
Mhm.
write the same one and give it a color, the editor, it take this as this one doesn't exist again.
Mhm.
So it override what? This one. You understand?
Yeah.
But if you don't want this to override this one, you come here and give it that importance. You give exclamation mark and say important. You understand?
Yeah.
It means that you are giving the maximum priority. You are giving the maximum preference. You still want this. So important means even though there is a code which changes my background color to this, I don't want that.
Mhm.
Force it to be black. You understand? Like for instance, if you want to send someone to buy something for you, and you said you want that thing. Maybe the person is going to buy a pen for you, and you said, I want black pen. You are emphasizing on the black pen to the person. You said maybe the person knows that you normally buy a blue pen, right?
Mhm.
But when the person is going, you emphasize and tell the person, no, I want black pen, which is mean important to you. You understand? So this property or background color is important to this word selector.
Mhm.
Even though you've already what given the second one, so it's not you now forgot about this. It will ignore this one. But if you don't do that and you leave this, it this one override the initial one. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's why it may maybe sometimes you might be working and you already have a header selector and you add it again somewhere. Definitely, you have to make sure which one do you think it is priority, which one you want. So if I
Mhm.
come here and say maybe I take this up like this and put it here, you see that we still have the black. But if I come here
Yeah.
and say that this one important, this one is now what? The current one. So that is what the important does in the code. So let's move forward. Which one again? Sometimes we have mass function. Those ones that deal with the calculation maximum, minimum, and this clamp. So those are the mass function. And the example are like this. So they are just used to calculate how many height border margin you want. You understand? So here you're adding this 100% minus 100 pixels, right?
Mhm.
So it's just simple. For instance, if I have something like this, you want 100% of the weight, but from the 100%, you want to remove what? 100 pixels from it.
Mhm.
So it's just like normal mathematics, that. So you just add calc. Calc means calculation, mean calculate. So you say calculate 100% minus 100 pixels. So it's nothing fancier. You can even do it from your code, maybe from this header, you can just say maybe height, and then you can just add this. And it doesn't change anything, but then it depends on how you want it to be. Understand? Hmm. So sometimes it's not something bigger, okay, right? You see now 200 pieces out of 100, or maybe I'll say 500. You understand? So out of 500 pixels, I'm moving 100 from it, right? I'm moving 10. You see, it is increasing. I don't move. So I can remove 400 pixels out of it. So out of 400 pixels, I'm moving what? 480 pixels. Right? So how many will remain? It remain what? 20 pixels. Right? So that is a simple, like it's similar like you're writing. So here it means 100 pixels. So it is similar like you're writing a height of 100 pixels. But you are using mathematics. You are moving 400 from 500, remaining 100 pixels. So it's not something, just a normal way that people use to add all these things. So I think mostly it's all of it that we did. Some of it that they are not all that important for now. Maybe in the future, whilst you are deciding, you get to know them a lot, but yeah, not all that is important. Understand? So most of the time, these ones, variables, media queries, we did it, block sizing, variables, user interface. Some of them, most of them, you get it in JavaScript, and then it's easy for you. So Flexbox, grid. All of this. And here it's a good place, even if you don't have an already made website, you will come here and get a template. Understand?
Yeah.
Get a template, how you want it. You see? So if you want something like this, you want to have a header and you want three, because I saw you were having difficulty in doing that. You understand? So
Yeah.
the easiest way, if you think that you cannot design it from scratch, come and get the layout. This is the very, very good layout. You see, whatever layout you want, you ask yourself, well, maybe I first want what? The header, and inside I want 3 columns, right? And I want a footer. You can just try which one do you want. You want to use the float or you want Flexbox, which is always better. So you can click on it and then it will give you the layout. You see, we have header, we have 3 columns, we have footer. So if you think that it is good, you can just copy them, go to your website, right click, and just paste them. Just paste them here, right? You see that you have it. Or maybe you want to have a section of it. You ask yourself, where do you want to put that section? You can come here and say you want to create a section, and inside a section, you want these 3 columns. You look at inside, where did they have those 3 columns? It's here. You can copy this. You can copy this 3 column, or you can copy this, right? Go to your website and paste it here. It is like this. Then you copy the CSS. Where the CSS is row, right? Where is that row? You come, this is the row, right? Then you copy, you come and paste it inside your CSS, right? And then what next? Another CSS will come. This is the column. You copy this column, and then you come here, you paste it. You see that you've now achieved the same thing that you had, right? So it's up to you only to just arrange the padding, the height up to the word how you want it. Maybe 300 is bigger, you can just say 200, or maybe 150. Understand? So all of this is the same thing that we did. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's not something difficult. You just need to know what you are doing, and then so here you can just put all the images, the 3 images that you couldn't be able to put there. So here inside here you have what? Column, right? So you can just delete this column that is inside, and then you put the image, right? Put the image inside, right? And then you ask yourself, the image is bigger, you change the width and say maybe 200 pixels or maybe 150. Right? Maybe let's look at how we want it to be. You see the image is inside now. Right? And then if I want anything below it, then you can add it there. Maybe below it, you want to add H1. Right? So maybe you come down there, see what's that. Maybe paragraph. Depends on how you want it. This is outside there. This should be inside this paragraph. Then you add your paragraph, right? Maybe anything. Maybe something like Usman, like Bukhari. You add the name. And so always when you add something like this, try as much as possible to make sure it is what they are in line. So if you want them to be in line, you can just put these two of it inside what a div. I can cut this and put those two inside a div and give my div a class and say container, maybe just container. Understand? And then I'll target this container, go to my CSS and make it what? Display flex, right? And make it what? Display flex. Right? So now I ask myself, how do I want? Do I want it like this, or do I want them to arrange vertically? Then I'll change the direction. I'll say flex direction. Then I'll say color. Right? Then you see it comes here. Then now I add what? To make it center. Right? Then I said align items, right? Then I say center. Right? So you see that they are all what? Center. Right?
Yeah.
So because I have achieved this, I can just simply look at what I did. This is the thing that I did. Then I can copy the same thing, come inside this column, the second column, same thing for the third one, put them inside. Now I have three of them, the same center. Then only what I did is to change the images, the name of the images. Then I'll come here. The first one is this image. The second one, I'll change the image and say the image name is SVG something, right? Then third one, I'll look at which image that I want to put SVG, and I'll put this image too, right? So you see that I've achieved what I want, and they are all in the center, right? You see that, oh, now you can be to arrange the product that I. So always the design is not difficult. You just need to know what you are doing and always do it one by one. If not, if you go here, you didn't finish this one, it confuses you. Understand?
Yeah.
So here you can choose a lot of structure that you need. Even they give you an example here in the CSS. They give you a lot of different examples. Understand? Even in the HTML too, they also have the same examples. Look at some of the websites. They have different websites. Can have website templates, and they will give it to you different one. Website design template. You see it is here. So you look at here. You see an example of websites like this. Get something like this. Something like this. This for blog. You see this one? It's just so nice. You can see this. maybe this, looking at which one you want. Maybe you want a portfolio website, or maybe you can just come here and look at, oh, maybe this one is good for you, depending on how you want to design it. Look at this one. Understand? Look at this one too. You can just see, try it. And it brings you here. You see how it is. Very nice, right? See how it is. Right? So this is the website. You see some of the SVGs and the icons. So you can just come here. These are the code. You can just copy the code. You can just copy the code, go to your website, just put it here. Right? Right? So you see how it looks. Right? So now what left is just, because now this one is even responsive. Right? It's easier. Understand? So now you can go in and edit whatever you don't want from inside to make it yours. For instance, you can go here and change this start page. This is get started. And then start page, you can change it and say, maybe, so that, yeah, sure. Right? Or glow, what's the name of it? Say glow something shop, right? Glow shop. Right? Can just clear this and say buy quality products. Just see, instead of get started, you said buy now. Right? So we are creating a shop. Right? So it's up to you to always try all of them and look at what you can do. So always these two things, don't joke with it. Make sure you use it very well all the time.
That
HTML,
template
CSS.
and which one?
HTML, CSS here. So just make sure you use them
Okay.
all the time. You come here, you go through them one by one. Just be going through them. You click introduction, you go, you look at it. Oh, we did this, we did it before. Then you go here. If you don't, you even answer the questions. Refresh yourself. That, oh, now I understand. Right? What does HTML stand for? Hypertext Markup Language. Right? You click on it, then you click submit and check. Oh, is it correct? Yeah, it's correct. Then you go back, you move. If you can even watch these short videos, go there, go what is the editor means, gives you a lot of this editor, that notepad, you can use it to edit. You can use what? Other editors, right? Plain text, and then all this, you can use them, right? You go there and try them. Basics, element, attribute, paragraph, quotations, all these things, they are there like this. These are some of the quotations. Length, all of this, we have done a lot of them. But these are
Yeah.
just all like some of the examples. YouTube, how to add YouTube videos, they are all there. You see, you get from iframe, the source, the width and height. You add all these videos iframe, understand? Or you change the height and the width and height. All of this. Sometimes you can use the ID, the video ID. This is to loop, and this to loop once. Understand? Can add all of them. Look at the control. All of this, we've done that. Look at the CSS tool. You can start from this syntax selectors. This how to means what gives you how to add style sheet, linking it. Understand? Internal inline CSS, multiple style CSS. So this multiple means having two separate CSS. I understand. There's some errors that you can check: background color, margin padding, all of these icons, side icons. See, this some of the icons you can go wait from. You see the name. You sometimes you see this I class FF. So this, if you add this script inside at the header of your website, then you can use these ones. That here, if you use Google icon, this one will work. You see the icons are working, right?
Yeah.
You see that this class material icon stand for the first one, this second one, and like this. So sometimes you see some I class, something, they are just there as an icon and they are connected with what? These links. So if you find that there is no this link, these things will not work, even if you add them. So make sure always to make sure you put this link inside the head. You understand? Always put this link inside the head before you add these things. So if I delete this one, you see that things will not work. You understand? Because it work with that links. Work with that these links. So it's similar like you are adding CSS. You know that we normally add CSS in the head, right?
Yeah.
So we add CSS in the head. So it's the same thing. So CSS is here. So normally we have to what? Create our style here, CSS here, for the CSS to work. So say style.css, right? So whenever we add this, we link it to that style CSS. So it's the same thing as these ones. This one also has its reference. So normally when we add this, then we can be able to add this what? High class. So the same way. So normally you look at a lot of them put them in the head because when the website is in the browser or Google Chrome, it normally reads from the head. So that's why. So when it is reading and it's already read this, when it comes here, it will just show it because it knows that this is the link or the reference that these icons are coming from. So those are these things. They are advanced CSS, but for now you have to learn all this HTML CSS very well before you can get some we call them frameworks like bootstraps. They are just frameworks to make CSS easier for you. But for now, let's focus on those two things. Just try to build in things that you can try your hands on, and then you are good to go.
Okay.
So I think that is okay. We've managed to cover a lot of them, even all of them, I think. So now what is left for you is practice, practice, practice. Okay, so I think we've done. We finished the course, and then I think today is also finished. So now we are waiting for you to also send tell us about, or tell me your opinion or your review about the course, and is there any flaws? What did you see didn't go well or whatever? You can just tell me, and then maybe in the next course I'll know how to handle this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening. Tell me.
Do I have to say it here?
Yeah, there's no problem saying it. Maybe you can, oh, this is what happened, or the cause is that maybe there are some things I should have done this way. What it depends on you, you know.
Mm.
I understand. Maybe you have questions or maybe something that you still find it difficult. Well, you can say it. Because for me, I know for students, our problem is practice. You understand? Whatever you do, even if it's not in this platform, whatever you go, whether you are doing your own classes in the university, it's the same thing. If you don't study, if you don't practice, uh, you always think that, oh, maybe the teacher is not teaching well, maybe you're not understanding. No, 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 no.
Hmm.
It all depends on what you sitting down doing the practice, especially these things. You are always with your computer. So it is an
Yeah,
opportunity for you.
yeah,
It is
that's
not like maybe you are doing science that you need to go to the lab. No, this one is the laptop is on in your hand. Open it, you have 24/7 internet. You're just there. Try something new.
okay. Inshallah, I'll try my best
Inshallah.
to review everything.
Okay, okay. I think
For
I
the
will
course,
leave.
for the course,
Mhm.
Alhamdulillah, everything was fine. We finished successfully.
Hmm.
I would say thank you for your time, the way you take your time and explain everything one by one for me to understand. I
Hmm.
appreciated it. And
Okay.
it's just one thing that I have to say about it. I don't have
Okay.
any problem about the course. Everything was fine. It's just about the time. That's the problem that I would say.
Hmm.
And maybe
The
next
time is
time we can,
the time
yeah,
is too long or
the
it's too
time.
short.
Huh?
The time is too long or it's short
Yeah,
or
it's too long.
okay.
Yeah, it's too long. We have to
Hmm.
maybe look at that. I would say you have to look at that. Because
Hmm.
sometimes when the lesson become too long, you will start like
You get bored.
becoming tired, fed up.
Hmm.
Maybe you want it to end or something like that. Like
Hmm.
you started, you want like you like it or
Hmm.
you what can I say? Like
Yeah,
you
I
liked it,
understand.
but the more that the time prolonged, then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it will become bored for you or something
Hmm.
like that. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only problem.
I understand. I understand. Because the reason is that sometimes, for me, I'm just always thinking about how you understand it clearly.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
why sometimes I keep on repeating some of this because this kind of things, even if you go for like the university class level, though for mine we don't give a break. Like maybe we do 30 minutes or maybe 20 minutes and give maybe 10 minutes break.
Mm,
Maybe I would just consider that maybe if you do 30 minutes, we give a break and then we come again and we finish it. But it depends on the student. Maybe someone just want to finish it at once.
yeah.
And so when you even go to a university, they will spend how many hours? Like 3 hours, 4 hours teaching the same like topic.
Mm,
You understand? But this normal lesson like this online, sometimes if you don't get someone who can take his time, they will just come and just even use 30 minutes to finish it.
yeah.
I understand. So sometimes it's not about, I understand maybe your situation or maybe the time is too long, but you have to know that there are some, they don't want to put their time onto the students. They just want to come maybe 30 minutes because even the course that I'm teaching, I can just use 30 minutes to teach all.
Mm,
You understand? To teach you because I know that you understand. I say, oh, do you understand? You can just say yes. Whether you understand or not, I don't know. Because you told me yes.
yeah.
You understand? Some students, some teachers, they will just come like this. They make up their time. They say, oh, I'm going to teach 30 minutes. So they will just use 30 minutes, whether you understand or don't understand, the person doesn't care. And so I think, as you said, I think maybe the next time we can schedule it, and then if we are going to be doing it part time, maybe we give a break, 30 minutes, we give a break, and then I think that one can also help.
Because of sometimes the time differences, so
Hmm.
like it made it difficult. So like when
Difficult
you
for
are
me.
doing it, yeah. And the
No,
same
then
thing,
we
you are
can set
working,
the
you wake
time.
up the next morning, so you need to rest early. So something like that.
Mhm.
It makes it hard. Yeah.
If you want to achieve two things at the same time, you go through hustle. You have to you have to suffer a bit, because he cannot be doing this and he wants one this, he wants one this. Definitely. Um, anyway, I enjoy your company. You're also a good listener. And then, even though sometimes I have to ask, are you there? And it's okay. I think whatever I taught you, you managed to understand, and then you even and be able to do some of the assignments. You understand? So I'll put them in the after many finishing the certificate, and then I will I will get back to you. So if
Okay.
you have any question, then you can also let me know. So I'll just try then compile the other videos, and then put them online.
Yeah, no problem. But I'll say thank you. For now, I'll be waiting for the videos because I'll go through them and revise again. So maybe
Hmm.
after revising, maybe we can start the other one that I want. For now, I
Uh,
want to revise everything for
all
this
right.
one and make
Uh,
sure that I understand everything before I start the other one.
the other one. All right, no problem. All right. Okay, then I'll leave you to enjoy your free time.
You'll be
Mm.
free now.
No, for me, I don't have. I'm not asked. I'm still going to be making videos, but those videos will be like different videos based on maybe how to do something, and so maybe some short videos about how to do this, how to do that. Mm.
Okay.
So, well, all
Thank you.
right.
Thank you for everything.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
And then if anyone also interested, you can also inform the person to also.
Okay. Inshallah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, then have a good night, and then I'll see you then.
Okay. Have a good night.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.